Hello ladies and gentlemen, Friction RC here again. Thought I'd give make a quick few minutes video on where I'm with my Drift RC body modification. As you can see, the car is in complete bits. There you go, some doors, roof. I've completely gutted it. If I was in Seville, you could call me the barber of Seville, because I've butchered this lot. But what I've done is I've obviously marked out. I've marked out the outside because, as I said previously, if you've seen any other vids, it's been painted on the inside, factory stock sort of painting. So I'm butchering this so I can get my hand and get used to painting, get used to cutting and chopping and things. So what have I done? Well, I've marked out roughly how much I want to lower it by. Sort of marked it all the way around, and I've started snipping. So I've done the front, as you can see, taking the front bit off. But what I realised is obviously I need to shorten the length, the chassis, as it were, the body length. So what I've done is I've taken out. This is 1 centimetre from each side. So once I've taken 1 centimetre out, I can now re-glue it, put this back on, and obviously I might need to do this as well. We shall see. Then I can go about sorting out the doors, because obviously the door heights will change as well. So if I just rest that on there for a sec, be a little bit more like that. So I might need to trim the doors down as well. Now I wanted to go a little bit lower, but the thing is, if I go a bit lower like that, it means I need to shorten this even more. And if I shorten this even more, what's going to happen is these aren't going to match up with the tyres. So I have to cut these out a bit more. And then obviously it looks a bit cack. In fact, it looks very cack. But then, if you have a look, this is really cracking now. Paint's hardening. So anyway, I thought I'd make a quick vid. The next thing I'm going to do is, obviously after I've done all that, is to glue some of these to... I've talked about putting in some kind of roll cage, not a proper roll cage as such, because I'm not intending to flip this or anything, but just to give it a bit of strength. So I was going to, if I do it on this side, it might be easier. So what I was going to do was, so if I do that, like that. Now the body post on the front will act as the holding for the front of the vehicle. So what I need to do is strengthen the rear. So what I was going to do is angle these things up a bit, like that, and glue them in place. And do for the other side to get a bit of rigidity. Maybe go back a little bit more, get a bit of rigidity at the back and along these. Once I've done that, I can then think about re-gluing this however I want. Anyway, as I said, that's a quick update of what I've been up to and what I'm doing and what I've got to do next. Glue gun and glue. So I'm going to use a mixture because my glue gun glue is pants. So I generally use that and mix it with a bit of this, which is Unibond glue, which is what we use here in the UK. It's quite strong. So mixing those two makes it very hard. I just hope it doesn't burn through this thin plastic. The other thing I've noticed, I'm just using standard scissors and it seems to cut through this perfectly. I was going to invest in a pair of, like, you know, hobby grade scissors, but for what I'm doing at the moment, this is fine. It means I can also trim out all these bits where, when I used that cheapo hobby knife, ended up butchering it. So anyway, I'll get back on this and I'll make another vid once I start rebuilding. But as you can see, it's a bit of a mess, but I sort of know what I'm doing here. He says to himself, fingers crossed. Right, ciao for now.